So we're going to start by creating a new page. Just go into the bottom of the editor and click on Pages, then Add a Page. Type in the name of the page, and automatically the URL is going to be created. Automatically, it's going to tell you what apps you want to copy to your new page. Select all of them. We're still going to use a few of them. As you see, it has created a perfect clone of the previous page. So we're going to have to remove some of the apps that we don't want to modify. Everything that you modify over here is going to get modified on other pages since you're using the same app. As you see on the top, we have the menu that we're going to link once we have all the pages created. I'm going to start by duplicating the logo and the name of the store. Once I duplicate it, I'm going to remove the main one, which is the original one, the one that is installed on the other page, and I'm going to modify this one. So I'm going to select all the text by clicking on it and deleting it. And I'm going to copy and paste the quote about fashion. I'm going to change either the font or the color. You can do this by clicking on the text and choosing it. Automatically, an edit in place toolbar is going to show at the top. Right now, the font is Josephine Sands. So instead of Josephine Sands, we're going to use Merriweather. I think Georgia will look better, so we're choosing Georgia, size 24. We're using italics, and we're changing the color of the font also. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add left and right spacing. I want the text to be more centered. Now, since I'm using the maximum left and right spacing and still it's not enough for me, I'm gonna do a little trick. First, I'm gonna change the background by clicking on the dot. There you go. And as we have done before with previous pages, we're gonna click on background image, edit, custom image, and we're gonna upload our own. All these files, you can find them on our blog post at the top. Okay, I'm choosing the inspiration background. I hit open. And automatically, once it gets loaded, the background is going to change. Now, as I said before, it is not centered enough for me. So I'm going to do a little trick. Instead of using just one column, I'm going to use 3. And I'm going to place my text tab in the middle block. Okay, I already split this. I'm going to split it again. But you do this by hovering over the resizer lines and waiting for the buttons to show. You're going to choose the button that has a plus sign. That's the one that says add a column or split columns. As you see, it looks much better now. I want 3 lines, so I'm going to resize it. I want the left and the right one to be the same space. You can take a look at our images if you want to stop, or you can just pause the video and check it. It looks much better this way. Now I'm gonna add borders. First, I have to remove top and bottom spacing. I'm gonna keep left and right spacing the same way, and I'm gonna remove top and bottom spacing, since those were the settings that we had in the app that this was cloned from, the one that we have on the main page. I'm just double checking all the settings. Okay, I'm gonna click out so the changes get saved, and I'm gonna click on the dot. As you see, top and bottom spacing are still pretty large. I'm gonna remove every spacing that I have left. Okay, that's enough. And I'm gonna add borders now. Just click on the dot for the box of the app itself, and scroll down to borders, click on it, and automatically the borders will be getting added. I'm gonna choose white borders, and the style is gonna be double, and thickness is gonna be 5. Still gonna fix the left and the right spacing. Okay, left and right column have to be the same width. By the way, the minimum width of column is 160 pixels. Okay, so we have our header ready. I'm just gonna reload the page to eliminate any errors or anything. Yeah, the previous page is still the same. So I'm gonna go back to the page that we were working on. I'm reloading the page. I'm gonna add a section. Now, as you see, I have eliminated all the apps that I have under this one. And I'm gonna add an image. We're gonna do a little article about Little Silverton and Fashion Week. Splitting this column because I want to place the image on the right side of the text. I click on the image itself, replace. I'm going to use the full image by clicking on the full image button. Now, if you drag the resizer corner, which is on the bottom right side of the image, automatically it will show you the percentage of the image that you're using. We're going to use 100%. Now, once that I've done this, on the right column for the same section, I'm going to add a text tab. I'm going to write a little bit about Fashion Week over there. Okay, I have pasted the text. Now I need to change the kind of font that we're going to be using. We're going to use Merriweather for this. Text is too clumped, so I have to change left and right spacing and line height and alignment. So I'm going to click on alignment, and I'm going to change line height to a bigger value. 26 should work. Yeah, it looks much better now. I'm going to add a section under this one. For this, we're going to install a video app. We're actually going to need 3 of them. I'm going to install the first one. Okay, I have the first video over here. I'm going to resize it as I have done with images. And I'm going to split the section into 3 equal sized columns. Each one is going to be 320 pixels on width, since your work area is 960 pixels of width. Now you just have to copy the URL for a video that you like Click on the green overlay and replace it. Okay, I'm gonna resize the video so it fits the box perfectly. I'm gonna split the column again. And since I want all three videos to be the same size, I'm gonna duplicate the video that I have already. Yeah, what I do to duplicate this, I hover over the video and wait for the toolbar to show. One of the buttons it says 2x, which means duplicate. Okay, I have the second video already. Now I'm gonna use the third one. I duplicate this again. Okay, now we have three perfect size videos. We still have the same video on three of them. So I still need to change them. What I do to change them, I have to hover over the video itself and click on it. Automatically, a URL model will show up. You just have to replace the URL over there and hit save. As you see, we have three different videos already. I'm just gonna reload the page over here really quick. I want to make sure that everything that I've done it's getting saved. It is. I'm gonna add a section at the bottom of this one. I'm gonna have to change this video actually. I'm gonna duplicate the middle one and install it on the first column. Just hover over the app and click on the drag and drop button. Okay, I'm gonna click on the video and change the URL for this one. It's done. We have three perfect videos. So we have to add more sections now. I'm gonna hover over the section that I have already and click on the plus sign to add a section. Hit on apps, and we're gonna use the text app for this. I'm gonna split this column in two, as we did with the previous one before the video one. I'm gonna change the font to Avril Fat Face, and I'm gonna change the size also, since this font it looks much better for bigger fonts. Now everything is really clumped right now, so I have to change the left and right spacing since we're using a really big font also. As you see, it has separated line from line, so it looks much better now. I'm going to install another text app. Now, usually when you copy and paste text, if it is within the editor, you will copy and paste the same kind of style. But if you're copying and pasting from another source, we have to clean the text. So it's going to look like default text. You have to style it once you paste it. For this one, we're going to use also Merriweather, as we have done with the previous sections. I'm going to change the size also to, and it will be 14 or 16. And I'm going to change spacing also. 26 should work. As you see, the site looks much better now. And I'm going to add a section under this one because I want to place a code, another one, as a footer. Okay, I'm just going to copy and paste the text on this new section that we created. I'm going to use Josephine Sands for this one. There you go. I'm going to change the text and the font to a bigger size. And I'm going to change the line height also. It looks better now. Now I still think it looks flashy, so I'm going to change it to something lighter. I want this to be important, but not more important than the other ones. There you go. As you see, we have finished this page. If you still feel that there are some things that are not aligned properly, you can open dots and change spacing. Any change that you do will automatically show on your website. I'm just adding margins to this. Now, the pages that we're going to create after this one are going to be really similar to this. So this will be, I will suggest you to actually perfect this page before going into the other ones. Adding spacings, margins, radios, borders will allow you to keep the same style over next pages. Now, since this is the inspiration page, we just have one more step to go. We're going to add a song for our site. We're going to add a song for Bandcamp, which is a music website. Most video and music sharing websites have a way of sharing music and place an embed HTML code into your site. We have an app for that. Just click on the apps as you saw in the video and drag and drop the embed HTML app. Once you click on edit the content, you can change the code and place it over there. So I'm gonna copy and paste the code from Bandcamp. You can always grab this code from our website. And I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste it. I just click save and you will see how automatically the content of this app changes radically. It will be whatever you place over there. I won't suggest you to use this app unless you know a little bit of HTML or you're copying and pasting the code from another website that is really secure. Now, if you don't know how to center your app by using HTML code, we can do as we did with the quote that we have on the header of the page, which is creating 3 columns and managing right and left column spacing and width to center itself. I'm gonna add spacing to the top. And once I do this, the page is gonna be almost done. Remember, I will suggest you to change whatever you feel that needs to be changed in this page, so on the other ones, any change is faster. Whatever you set up over here, if you create pages by cloning this one, will be transferred. Now, I just want to differentiate this app from anything else on the website, so I'm gonna add borders. But I don't want this to be too harsh on the eye, so I'm gonna choose a lighter color. Now, since the video is quite small, you may not see it, but if you go to our main website, you can see this. I'm gonna click on preview mode so you see what changes we have done. We're gonna continue in the next video showing you the next page. So just close this page and scroll down on our tutorial.